Traders every day are earning thousands of dollars for themselves trading the market. What separates them from you is that these traders possess certain knowledge and tools the everyday person does not have. Tools that if you knew how to use, you too can make money every day with. Learn the right skills, tips and strategies from the very best at www.tradegenius.
Hi, this is ABBAS HUSSAIN from Behind the Gloves, and I'm here joined by the IBF featherweight world champion Selby. Lee, it's been a long time since we've seen you. How's things been?
It's been a long, well, it hasn't been too long. March the 4th, last time I boxed it. But it seems like a while. But I mean, everything's been good.
Obviously, you're fighting on this card, on the Chris Eubank Jr. Versus Arthur Abraham card. You're going to be fighting your monetary challenger, Jonathan Barros.
Yeah.
Have you had time to actually, you know, look at what Jonathan Barros is like as a fighter?
To be honest, all my opponents, I just have one little look on all their fights on YouTube. I have one little look just to see their style, whether they're southpaw, orthodox, and pressure fighter or boxer, and that's it. I just get myself right and I adapt on the night.
You've got obviously people like Frampton.
Yeah.
You've got Barros Jr., Leo Santa Cruz, people like this in your division. Some great elite fighters out there. Now, since you've moved over to America and you've signed a deal with HAYMON, we've not got to see the Lee Selby that was escalating in the UK as previous. So what sort of fights do you want now in the next 12 months? Because I think you're due a big fight.
Well, the reason I signed with HAYMON was because he got all the fighters you just named. He got Frampton, Barros Jr., Leo Santa Cruz, and they're the fights I want to be involved in. So hopefully I can get a win Saturday night. That frees me up from any mandatory obligations, and then maybe them fights can be made.
Have you and Al spoken about them fights? You know.
Well, I don't. I just leave all the business sides of the boxing to my managers. My managers, the Sani guys, and I'm sure they've already spoken.
And obviously, Cole Frampton's fighting later on in August. Sorry, later on this month. Is that the fight that you want? There's been a lot of talk about this Josh Warrington fight as well, but in your eyes, what's the main fight that you want?
Yeah, the Frampton fight makes the most sense. We're on the same sort of time frame now. He's boxing in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully, we both get wins in and we can get a fight on. We've got a lot of mutual respect for each other. He's a great fighter, but that's the fight that makes the most sense. He's the highest profile, probably one of the highest profile boxers in the country in any weight division. So
I want to ask you though, Lee, in regards to your frame and stuff, would you look at actually going up to super?
At the moment, being in the featherweight division, like you said, we got all the high profile fights, all the big name fighters. So I need that big fight first before I do step up.
And you're on this card with Chris Eubank Jr. You're on ITV box office, which is relatively new to the masses.
Yeah.
I think the last Chris Eubank Jr. fight was the first fight on ITV box office in a long time. How much does it mean to you for you to be back on British TV again?
It means a lot, and to be on ITV as well, it brings in a different load of a different audience, different fans are watching, like more sort of general public, rather than like the sports fans and the die-hard boxing fans who were like registered to the Sport Network. These guys can just just buy the fight on ITV. I'm sure there'll be a different crowd watching me and supporting me.
I wanted to ask you, on Saturday night there was a great fight between Josh Taylor and O'Hara Davis. Did you have the time to watch that?
Yeah, I watched that.
What did you make of that?
That was on free-to-air TV.
Free-to-air TV, exactly. That's what.
The viewing figures would have been huge.
What did you make of Josh Taylor's performance?
I thought it was a good performance. I'd like to have seen him box a little bit more, because he's a better boxer. But he chose to stay in close. I think that might have been due to the length of O'Hara Davis's arms. He had a long range, long reach. We stayed in close and got a job done.
For someone like O'Hara who suffered this loss, first loss of the career, what sort of advice would you give to a fighter like that?
Well, there's no shame in losing to Josh Taylor. He's a great fighter, a lot more experience. Just to dust yourself off and start back.
And obviously, last night was the first leg of the press tour for Mayweather vs McGregor. First of all, let me get your opinion on that fight. What do you make of the whole McGregor coming into boxing, getting a boxing license, fighting probably the best of our era?
To be honest, I'm like a die-hard boxer, like an old school type boxing fan, so it's not really for me. But it is good for the sport, because it brings in like massive, it just brings in like a huge crowd. like the whole world's going to be watching that fight.
So it can be beneficial to boxing.
It can be, well, it is beneficial to boxing, but it's not my cup of tea. And I watched the press conference last night, and it was really, it all looks a bit staged. So.
Lee, what do you want to say to your fans who have been through your career? You know, once you pick up that world title and now are patiently waiting for you to get that opportunity that you want.
Just to keep supporting me. I'm going to try and give you the best shows I can.
Lee, thank you very much for talking to Behind the Gloves.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you aren't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here. Oh, and if you're also in any need of any boxing gear, make sure you make your way over to proboxingsupplies.com.